So we have here Cozy Chamomile, and it says calming chamomile for quiet moments. And joining us tonight here, Kai is here.
And don't forget the special guest star, Caramelo.
So for tonight's BJD Tea Time talk, I have my sister Caramelo Dulce. And what are you drinking, by the way?
I don't know, you made it for me. Apple cider.
Apple cider. So, I've discussed earlier in my other videos that she and I were going to be working on some, either one-shot mangas or little storylines here and there, for my dolls. And we actually, or she rather, actually came up with a clever name for it. What's the name of our new storylines?
Our story is called MFEO, which, if you don't know what that stands for, it stands for
Made for Each Other.
Clever.
We're
clever girls.
Clever. So the storyline does, of course, concentrate on my BJDs, which is Kai, Yue, Umi, and then my new doll that's going to be coming in. And they're just going to be kind of like daily life things that kind of happen to them, and little comical sequences and such. So, as a super duper awesome sneak peek to what we're working on, Caramelo Dulce actually has some stuff she can show us.
And these are the Sketchpads that will contain MFEO for the next couple of, I don't know how long this is going to be going on.
For quite a while, probably.
Probably a really long time. This one is the doodles in concept design. This one is the actual final products, and this one is scripting and rough storyboarding. The first concepts that I did, actually I started with Yue, because I really enjoy Yue's personality. She's really fun. I kind of feel like sometimes I feel a little bit of Yue in myself sometimes. But as you can see, I for practice I go through emotions, and then I do a little caricature. I make little notes. Asenva was sure to tell me all the little details, like, oh, the shoes are important and all that kind of stuff. So I made notes on that. And then these are a little bit of concept design for Kai and Umi. And of course I draw little caricatures because they're always fun. But again, the same thing, and I didn't finish it. Eee. But so those are just the basic concepts. I keep these for a reference when I draw any little paneling I do. And also what I like to do is I like to put the characters into scenes. It gets a little, like an exercise. So they had the dolls on the couch, and this is what I imagine was going on. And that's Roy! What is it? Rockin' Coordinator and her BJD. I love him because he's so cute. But what's basically going on here is they're watching a scary movie. Kai, of course, is petrified, but he doesn't really want to tell anybody, so he's just suffering in silence. And Yue is being very mischievous by going, Kya! And freaking him out even more, and, Roy's just kind of chilling over there. So those are always fun to draw. And the second concept design that was kind of more concrete is kind of like a pre-title page kind of thing I was testing out. I was really working on positions and stuff like that with Kai and Yue, but Yue is cross-legged on the floor and Kai is standing up tossing papers from a sketchpad. If you read Asenva's BJD blog for Kai and Yue, there's a lot of little backstory, like Kai's having trouble drawing, and Yue's kind of just coming in, and now he can start drawing again. But, so I'm really taking that into a lot of the titles I'm doing. Probably going to have Kai with, a paintbrush in his ear or something, so. Another fun little thing I like to do is I like to churn the pictures from Resin Chronicle live journal. That's Asenva's BJD little live journal thing. And I like to take the pictures that she takes of Yue and Kai and turn them into kind of like little one-pager manga scenes. And so she has a picture of Yue messing around with Kai's hair, but she's like, I'm gonna do something cool with your hair, and of course she's just being mischievous again. So I drew that scene and it's straight from the picture if you go to Resin Chronicle. And the last one, the scripting kind of thing, this is just really a journeyman sketchpad, I guess, in my eyes. I take this thing around with me everywhere, and when inspiration hits me, I draw. And so of course I've got some little pre-sketches of Kai and Yue. See, look right here. I've got a little doodle of them kind of together in kind of weird chibi form, and then another one of them, a little rough sketch of them walking. A lot of my sketches in these are a little rough, but that's because I go over them in Photoshop and I try to edit them. But this is kind of, when I'm jotting down ideas, what it kind of looks like, I guess I'm trying to say. But it'd be like, the first time they meet, and the part 1 I have to go through this part, and then I was like, well, this is what I want to do. I want to put, like, both of their perspectives and then have them meet. So I don't know if you can see that, that's them meeting face to face. And I'm like, oh.
So yeah, those are the awesome sketches that Caramelo has for us. And I keep on calling her Caramelo, but like, really, how do you say your name?
It's funny. It's Caramelo. I talked to my mom about it because I wanted Candy, but Candy was taken, and I know that sounds kind of weird, but I really like Candy. That's as deep as that goes.
So it's just Caramelo.
Yeah, Caramelo, basically.
Yeah. So she has a DeviantArt, which she'll be posting some work for MFEO on.
We're trying to.
soon, I hope. So maybe y'all can urge her and tell her to post her work and stop being a lazy butt.
Hey, I got school.
Lies.
I do.
Lies.
I'm not lying. Also, if you're interested, I have my DeviantArt, and in my DeviantArt I have a link to my live journal. A little bit complicated. But that has my pre-sketches, so the stuff that you've seen here in my journals, I'll scan that, and I won't really take time to Photoshop it, and it'll just be there. By the way, it's Resinreality.
Resinreality,
not
sorry.
Resin Chronicle.
Yeah, it's Resinreality, and that's actually the more, like, side of my half of the work that I'm doing is the blogs for them. So I'll have entries that come from Yue, or I'll have entries that come from Kai. Umi's a little bit too young. She's like 6, and I don't think
she'd be on the internet.
Yeah, I don't think so either, and I don't think Kai would let her be on the internet. But it's basically going to be the journals behind their stories and things like that. And then when my new character comes in, he'll start journaling in there too. So, but it's understood, like, depending on whose picture is being displayed, who's posting in the journal. So it's not necessarily that, like, they're all posting in one journal. It's supposed to be, like, understood that they're all posting in a journal. Not necessarily it's the same journal, but it's, you know, different stories.
Pass around the journal.
Pass it around. So, we are out of tea.
Oh.
So I'd like to thank Caramelo for coming by.
Thank you for inviting me by.
For having tea time with me. And we will be seeing you next tea time. Or at least I will be seeing you next tea time. Unless Caramelo Dulce comes in with a Mardi Gras mask again. Woo! Bye, guys.
Bye.
And let's take a look at those sketch pads.
I thought I was starting off this one.
I said I would help you start off.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
You're such a
Oh my
liar.
god.
For your eye hole's pleasure.
Resinreality. And that's going to be pretty much the daily vlog.
I said Resin Chronicles.
No, you didn't. You
I said Resin
Resinreality.
Chronicles.
No, you didn't.
Look at the footage.
Did
I
you?
said Resin Chronicles.
Did you?
Yeah.
Resin Chronicles? You said
Wait,
Resin Chronicles?
I've been saying Resin Chronicles. How many times did I say that?
Did you say I thought you said Resinreality.
I said Resin Chronicles. I think I said Resinreality the first time. You should have told me. Finisenda. But you can't really see it very clearly, but there's a red string of fate connecting both hands. And yeah, so that's fun. That was like the first concrete concept design I had. It's cute. But okay. But the titles. Sorry. You looked at me so expectantly, like You're gonna start your picture.
You're gonna start your picture.
Oh, your mind, your picture. Somebody.
So, as I've previously mentioned in some of my other videos, we are plotting to do some storyboard stuff. Storyboard stuff.
Please look at my teeth.